I didn't put it in the piece I wrote because I didn't want people to be waiting for it, but I loved the final scene of the final line of the film. I just thought was Shane did he just delivered it so well. It sort of reminded me of the Aristocrats joke, where it's like the whole film is just kind of this whole painful story is leading to
one gag. It's a longer setup
for
a joke.
This one setup for a gag. I just want to ask from the script point of view, did you always know that you wanted to have that as the last line?
No. It needed a full stop, and I tend to write without a plan as much as possible, and particularly with this one because I just let these two guys kind of run with it wherever they wanted to go, and it just seemed like that would be his character. Like, he knows he is about to go and for the next 2 years talk about what just happened. And for this moment where he's not going to see a woman again, he's not going to see Freddie again, and for his final line to be, it's just family shit, which I always wanted to be on the poster. He's very that kind of bloke, where you ask him how you doing, not bad, really. You've got you're dying, blah blah blah. Yeah, no, I'll be right. And family shit just. If that had been something that had disappeared in the edit or got changed, it would have broken
that was never going to go.
Our hearts. No, exactly. But it always just felt, and Clay then designed, the build-up so that line was even stronger. So the blocking of the characters, the lowering, so that line worked better. Because your first line and your last line you do feel a lot of pressure to get those right. Yeah. So I've always been happy with that one. Yeah.
It's a great ending to the film, and Sarah Snook added a great little element to that as well as the awe, the dumb-stricken.
She gives at the end of that journey, it sort of normalises things in a way. It gives that audience a moment of empathy.
Yeah, we've got to bring that nasty engine back to a place where you can it's very important, I think, to allow an audience to leave a cinema in a good frame of mind. And the thing we constantly tried to do with this film was hard, but the truly sort of horrific with sort of the comedic or the absurd, to have those sort of conflicting emotions be as close to each other as possible. So, and I sort of attribute it to, like, when you watch a horror movie and you see something truly horrific, your natural instinct is to laugh straight after it. Well, I like flipping those things, having a laugh and then immediately bringing something in a horrific. And I thought it was very necessary, knowing everything the brothers had gone through towards the end. We needed some normality back in there, and I said that to Sarah. You've got a tough job. Your job is to actually remind the world about humanity, and that and so for the first time you actually get a sense of two people truly connecting in a way that you haven't seen through the entire. I mean, my character never listens to anything his younger brother says. Every time he tries to connect, I'm on some other, I'm on another planet.
But you were good. You probably had less questions about your character than anyone. Your understanding of it and your rewrites of your dialogue obviously gave you enough comfort where, I mean, you would ask me occasional questions, why would he have done this? And you would usually have an answer to it, but you just wanted,
I think it's Big
Brother to explain it. But
it's Big Brother syndrome.
Yeah.
It's just being I'm Shane's older brother, and I know that dynamic, and I know that responsibility you have, and as an older brother, and I know how easy it is to sort of manipulate your siblings when you're in that position.
Well, I was just going to tell a story about. We had when I wrote this, I hadn't told Clay that I was writing it for him and Shane. I had a creative partner, Chris Parlow, who came on as a script editor, and like this. Just a partner in pushing and debating and, created some great original material. And he hadn't had those sort of relationships, with brothers and sisters. So he was like, what? Why would you do that to your, how can you manipulate a brother or sister? Or do people really treat others like this? So they were good to be able to find, okay, if you don't have a brother, maybe you've done it to a partner. Or maybe you've done it to a friend or whatever. So we're always talking about those universalities, even though this is very specific. So.
Did I read in the credits Marie Cardi as well had some involvement in the story or the script?
Yeah, but I mean...
she was in early on.
Yeah. She gave us some notes and pushed us, to answer a few questions. And Yeah. I've worked with Marique for the last 10 years, so she's always a good one to get it. And it's very male.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of testosterone. And so, sorry, not enough. So having her, but, you know, she's probably the wrong one to go to because, you know, she's tougher than anyone. Yeah.